see our starting lineup for tonight's matchup. First for the visitors from FC Tucson. Number 6, Duman Conchila. Number 1, Pastor Maltz. Number 16, Billy Luz. Number 8, Carlos Armendariz. Number 25, Antino Lopez. Number 24, Marco Costa. Number 19, Brendan Clark. Number 17, Devin Slingsby. Number 11, Julian Madrigal. Number 9, Georgie Camadas. Number 13, Anthony Pilon St. Louis. And FC Tucson is led by assistant coaches Praneeth Koneru, Victor Verdugo, Sebastian Pineda, Jason Aru, and head coach Mark Bian. And now, let's meet the starting lineup here on the Capo FC. We're number 18, Cappy Danny Seagal. We're number 45, goalkeeper Lucas Sladek. We're number 2, defender Marcos Cervantes. We're number 5, midfielder Javier Tito Loya. We're number 3, midfielder Brayden Jenkins. We're number 4, playing forward Sergio Montez. We're number 90, playing forward Parker Scalzo. We're number 34, playing forward Julian Anaya. We're number 8, playing midfielder Claudio Davila. We're number 92, playing defense Evani Ramos Volta. And we're number 24, playing forward Sergio Vega. And Capo FC is led by coaching staff Lori Abraham, George O'Lindy Jr., Tim Marius, and head coach Pete Terry. At this time now, we ask everybody in attendance to please stand and remove your caps and face the north side of the football field toward the American flag as we honor America through the playing of our national anthem.
It's Capo FC Soccer here on the TV Emax as we've got FC Tucson paying a visit here to the host, Capo FC. Good evening, everybody. This is Al. take a look at the matchup that we had against the SoCal Seahorses here for Capo FC. Well, they were able to come up with the first win of the season. They was able to come up with a 4-3 final in that match. How about
Capo FC will start off the ball. Parker Scalzo will kick off. Also a reminder, part of the coaches at Capo FC, we have Sean Peck and trainer Alex Hernandez. And we are underway!
defense here? They're also playing in a 4-3-3 formation. The goalkeeper is Casper Moles. The defenders will be Brendan Clark, Marco Costa, and Tino Lopez, and Devin Slingsby. The We apologize for the technical difficulty here, folks, as we take you straight to the 6th minute of the match, or already 1-0 Capo FC. Goal scored in the 4th minute by Heavenly Ramos Mota. And once again, we'll apologize another time for the technical difficulties here in this one. We're here in the 11th minute from San Juan Capistrano, California, home for Capo FC soccer. 1-0 the lead here for Capo FC. The goal coming in the 4th minute by Heavenly Ramos Mota. And so far, Capo FC defensively, they have been putting a lot of pressure on FC Tucson here in this match. FC Tucson, they are coming in ranked 3rd in the Southwest Division here in the USL League Two. Capo FC in the hunt for another goal. Have yet to see them lead by 2. The night's match between the SoCal Seahorses. First blood was shed by Capo FC in the 10th minute. Danny Segal was able to score the first goal of the match, but it would be the SoCal Seahorses. 18 minutes later by Armando Ibarra, the striker for the Seahorses, would even the score up, but then 2 minutes later, Sergio Vega would come in and break the tie, would make it 2-1 Capo, but then 2 minutes later, on top of that, would be Quentin Hornung that would even up the score 2-2, take it into halftime. As FC Tucson, here they come on an attack, getting into the 18-yard box, 2v1, and it's the men in blue that win the battle that time around. But then in the 59th minute, Armando Ibarra would come in and will come up with the go-ahead goal, give them the 3-2 lead, and 2 late-game goals would come in by Danny Segal in the 84th minute, and in the 89th minute, Jose Montes de Oca would come in the 89th minute on an absolute beauty of a set piece right outside of the left corner of the 18-yard box, which would be a big time, and that would leave Capo FC to just finish up the match. They even had the young 15-year-old Jared Perez make his debut. Made his debut on a Wednesday night, played in extra time as they'll set this one up, but it's the goalkeeper, Casper Moles, that will come up with the save. It's a rather easy one for him to handle. Jared Perez coming off of the bench, making his debut on a Wednesday night. Got a good 2-3 minutes out of that match, and just talk about, hey, no pressure, said head coach Pete Carey. We're going to put you in the match, and got to just play defense for the remainder of what's left here in extra time, which he would do his job. A lot of white jerseys down low here. The defending crew here comes on the left wing. Segal, the captain here for Capo FC, coming up with a cross, and just unfortunately unable to find a man there down low. Looked rather promising there for Danny Segal. Had a nice cross, just no one to finish up the job down low. That shot was initially looking for Sergio Vega. He's going to be somebody that is going to be a big threat here for FC Tucson, who they are starting to pick things up here as Georgie Camaras. He's going to be a big name we're going to be mentioning throughout the match. Going to be inside. There's a high cross attempt, easily snagged there by Lucas Slavic. Slavic taking the place of Nate King, who was the goalkeeper on a Wednesday night. I mean, 3 matches on the week here for Capo FC. We'll be back tomorrow as well to play against Arsenal, Arizona. So surely going to need all hands on deck here. You're going to have to spread the minutes across the roster here for Capo FC. No need to risk any injuries as we are in the midway point of the season. As far as FC Tucson is concerned, well, Surly starting to pick up their winning ways. First 3 matches, they would go winless. As the whistle going against Capo FC that time around. So first 2 matches for FC Tucson would result in draws. Then the third match, which would be against Ventura County Fusion, who continue to be at the top of the Southwest Division. Come up with a 4-0 loss. Then would rebound very well and would win the next 2 matches between Capo FC and against SoCal Seahorses, a team that plays very well at home. They have had their Achilles heels here on the road. Here we go, trying to attack on that right wing. Capo FC, they come up with it easily. Still not quite out of the woods just yet, but here comes Danny Segal. He has a plethora of space. Look at the right flanks right there. Flying Anaya, trying to get down low, coming up with the cross, and nobody on the other end of it. Recovered well here by Capo FC, trying to come up with another cross. Good defensive work for FC Tucson. Looks like we'll be seeing another throw-in coming up here for Capo FC. This possession still very much alive. So FC Tucson, so far, so good defensively. Trying to keep Capo FC off balance here. Looking for the cross. There was a bicycle kick attempt. That was by Sergio Vega. Trying to finesse a little bit there in the 18-yard box. Trying to time it well, but he actually got it by him. See. Try it again. Here's another try. Now we'll see the ball go the other way here for FC Tucson. This one going the other way, trying to be a foot race for the ball. But Casper Moles, after the goal getting by him, he has rebounded rather well here. No pressure being put here by the defenders for FC Tucson. Now starting to see a little bit more. There's all the space in the world here. Nobody putting any pressure on Marco Costa. Now trying to weave their way around. That is Camaras. Able to swipe the ball away from Camaras. Here comes Capo FC. They have won the possessions battle here in this match. Ball has been one-sided. This could be a mistake against Capo FC. Miscommunication there on the pass. Swinging it to the right. Cross. There's a shot. And just couldn't get it in the back of the net. That was Brendan Clark on that shot attempt. Just a little too high. And that's going to be one that Clark's going to be thinking about all match long. Wish that he could have gotten that one. He was wide open there. No pressure being put on him. Just getting a little under the ball. And Slavic's going to have to bomb this one. Still a lot of white jerseys putting pressure here on Capo FC. And there's a whistle, but some more extracurricular activity after that. Some pushing and shoving now. Now the physicality of the match starting to pick up here. No cards going to be issued here in this match. Just verbal warnings. Hey, we're not going to be having it here. It looks like there was a yellow given here. And by the looks of it, the yellow card given to Sergio Montes on the yellow card. So this will result in a free kick. Spotting this one at about the 36-yard line. We're going to play it short. Look at all the space in the world. Why not? With everybody in the 18-yard box coming up with a low shot. And Slavic on the save. Not a bad choice. Had all day, every day to come up with a shot on goal, and he did. And maybe would have wished he could have gotten a little bit more on the shot. 3v1. As Ramos Mota was trying to come up with a touch there. They gave him some space. That's a man you cannot give too much space to. So here comes a set piece for Capo FC. This is their first of the match, compared to FC Tucson's 3. Placing that one straight to the FC Tucson defense, and a whistle going against Capo FC. Here comes a set piece for FC Tucson. Well, FC Tucson, founded back in 2011. The club consists of a professional men's team, an amateur women's team, and an academy program for upcoming area soccer players in the Tucson, Arizona area. FC Tucson also annually hosts preseason events for Major League Soccer. Men's team, member of the USL League Two here in the Southwest Division, consisting of the SoCal Seahorses, Capo FC, FVC Fusion, Ventura County Fusion. Trying to come up with some fancy salsa moves there down low, but Capo FC not biting at it at all. Trying to get this one off of their side of the pitch. There goes Ramos Mota. Free ball, left wing. Swinging that one back over to Ramos Mota. Coming up with a long distance shot. Oh, that just missed. Didn't miss by a whole lot. Great quality shot there by Heavenly Ramos Mota. So showing off the distance and showing off the leg on that shot. Personally not upset. Had a shot choice there for Ramos Mota. So FC Tucson deciding to go with the long ball here, looking for Georgie Camaras. He'll be the striker of the night, and I mentioned before, going to be a big name offensively here for FC Tucson. He has certainly been in the other side of the scoring for FC Tucson. Camaras contributing to one of the 2 goals against the SoCal Seahorses on June 9th. Whistle there going against FC Tucson. So we're talking about men's soccer for FC Tucson, playing for the USL League Two. The women's team consists of high-level youth, college, and adult players, primarily from Southern Arizona. And they're also a member of the Women's Professional Soccer League, the WPSL. FC Tucson was the 2021 WPSL Desert Conference champions. Just recently coming off of that championship run, trying to get through the defenders there, and a shot off of Julian Anaya. Again, just liking both teams trying to take advantage of any of the shots that they're able to find here in this one. Not a whole lot of opportunities have been shown, and I'm talking about great quality opportunities. Maybe at least 2 or 3 have been presented. Just not making the most out of them. But don't let the score fool you. 1-0 in the 25th minute of the match. Goal scored in the 4th minute by Heavenly Ramos Mota, and was on the hunt for goal number 2 just a few moments ago. And here he is over the ball, colliding with a pair of white jerseys by FC Tucson. There's a nice through ball to Camaras. Camaras a 1v1 against Cervantes. Cervantes trying to put a little pressure, a little contact to Camaras. Not going to be doing the throw-in. That's instead Devin Slingsby. Slingsby to Labudis. What a name. Vilius Labudis. Certainly rolls off of the tongue. Very, very cool manner. Long through ball, trying to get that one inside of the 18-yard box. Well done there by Tico Loya. There's a shot, and what a save there by Lucas Slavic. It's a great quality shot. We'll take a look at that once again. I mean, Slavic, he has been on his game here, and we'll see the first corner kick of the match going in favor of FC Tucson. So it is the defender, Brendan Clark, that's going to be doing the corner kicking here for FC Tucson. Well, it's going to be up to Capo FC. Continue to hold off FC Tucson with everything that they fire at them. It's a low corner kick. That one is booted out, and the ruling is a goal kick for Lucas Slavic. So no harm, no foul there on that corner kick. Well done for Capo FC defensively. A lot of foot traffic inside of the 18-yard box, and they do their job in putting the pressure on FC Tucson down low. FC Tucson also founding member of the USL Academy program. Provide an elite youth platform to offer a clearly defined path for top youth prospects in their area to reach the professional level. Also invested throughout its community outreach, just like Capo FC. They have a huge community outreach program reaching out to all sorts of age groups here for Capo FC, and some of the programs that they offer here as well. Offer a variety of leagues as well for the up-and-coming futboleros, the up-and-coming footballers. I mean, some of the programs, the Club Soccer, USL Academy League, NISA Nation, California Premier League, Spring Futsal League, and Little Kickers Youth Soccer as well. Capo FC open age teams. So you'll have to see. And soccer teams have a variety of programs to offer in all the different age groups. So here is Casper Moles under the ball. Space to work with here to push the ball forward. Capo FC trying to push that one, putting the threats, the pressure on Marco Costa. Trying to give that one over to his goalkeeper, Moles. Moles, he's got to rush over before a quick little pickpocket, and yes, they do. Capo FC, they come up with it, but that's going the other way. Whistle against Capo FC. Don't blame them for trying to come up with a takeaway wherever they can. That was Duvan Canchila that was taking the contact. He saw that Casper Moles was away from the 18-yard box. I was hoping to see if they could find an opportunity. There's a nice through ball. Booted away by Casper Moles, though. Was looking very good there. Parker Scalzo was trying to come up on the reception of that through ball, but ended up being Moles beating him to it. A mighty fine goalkeeping by Moles after rebounding from that 4th-minute goal by Hevany Ramos Mota. We're here entering the 30th minute of the match. Gotta say, Capo FC, everything has gone well and gone in their favor. Made one mistake, but they were able to rebound from it well, and it did not come very expensive. Sun beginning to set here from San Juan Capistrano, California, here at J. Serra High School in the Lions Den. Home for Capo FC Soccer, looking to win back-to-back matches. Looking to have a great week of soccer. 3 matches. This is match number 2. 3-match set of the week. Loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? There is Capo FC maintaining the possession. There's Scalzo. 1v1. Now the help coming to protect Scalzo, trying to split the defenders. And look at that. A lot of contact after the whistle. And just the physicality of this match has already gone up. And a yellow card. So we've already seen 2 yellow cards here in the match. Very early here in the match. Frustrations certainly high between these two programs. Well, they have already played against each other. FC Tucson getting the better of Capo FC. That match played on June 3rd. FC Tucson winning 2-0 in that one. Marco Costa scoring the first goal in the 58th minute. And Kenan Dos Santos in the 92nd minute into extra time. So we're under 13 minutes remaining we'll see how much stoppage time they'll put on there. Alex Naveja with you all. Pleasure to be a part of your Friday night wherever you may be. Capo FC hosting FC Tucson. Nice little through ball there. Little late whistle there. 1v1 off of the post. And things just going all of Capo FC's way. Even despite FC Tucson's Georgie Camaras coming up with a wide open shot and still couldn't sink it in. Unbelievable. That was Camaras' shot all the way right there off of the goalpost and couldn't finish the job. We should be looking at a tie game, but again, this is one of those matches that anything and everything is going Capo FC's way. Holding their breath after that shot was let off. So a third yellow card issued here to Capo FC. Gonna have to keep the tempers to a low. Don't want to allow FC Tucson to have a man advantage. Definitely a lot to do there, and giving the ball right back. It's a bit of a frustrated Brendan Clark trying to communicate to his defenders, hey, what are we doing? Giving the ball back to Capo FC, not exactly a part of the equation there. 3 yellow cards given to Capo FC. Gonna have to play with much more of a level head here. Throw in, looking for Anaya. Anaya, he's able to come up with it. Here comes Segal, swinging that one with all the space in the world to Braden Jenkins. There's Jenkins, making a man bite with that left jab step. Trying to get that through a ball, free ball. Who's gonna come up with it? There's a shot, the save! Casper Moles throwing the foot out, completely disrupting Julian Anaya on the shot. Was looking for the 2-0 lead. So boy, back-to-back possessions, one for FC Tucson and one here for Capo FC. In a shot that looked very well, and here comes a corner, and using every inch of the fingertips, Casper Moles on the big-time stop. So now FC Tucson, they've got to play the ball a little more smart here. Got to hang on to more possessions, hang on to the ball just a little more. Capo FC, they have been hanging on to the ball, and it's been more of a one-sided match. 1v1 here. This is a tricky play, a little scary there. Was initially trying to give it to Lucas Slavic. They feel like there's a whistle going against Vilius Labudis. They thought it should have been a PK. It will result in a free kick here for FC Tucson. As far as free kicks are concerned, that is already 7 free kicks. You want to talk about one of the best spots here for a set piece? Well, you got it right here, right down the middle, right outside of the 18-yard box. You can see Carlos Armendariz over the ball. So we'll see. Is it Armendariz that is going to be coming up with this set piece? They even have Ganchila close by too. It is Armendariz. Shot and sails wide left. So another missed opportunity here for FC Tucson, and really counting out all of these missed opportunities. I mean, the set piece just a little overcooked. Trying to aim for that top left corner. So Capo FC trying to go back to the locker room, hanging on to the 1-0 lead. It was done very early in the match by Hevany Ramos Mota in the 4th minute. 1-0 not going to be enough here for Capo FC. Surely would need more offensive support, especially against a team like FC Tucson, where a lot of the offense comes in the second half of the match. They've surely had their goals in the first half of the match, of course, but the majority of the damage has been done in the second half. Comes FC Tucson, going with the throw in, trying to avoid any linesman throwing the flag up. And a whistle. You're going to say going against FC Tucson. You see the contact coming right there by FC Tucson. That's an easy whistle. No arguments to be made there. So Lucas Slavic trying to position the troops here for this goal kick coming up here. Just around the corner from the 40th minute of the match. Putting this one up. Ping-ponging the ball around here at midfield. And FC Tucson booting that one out. So, Capo FC, we were talking about it earlier with some of the programs that they had. Well, fortunate thing here for Capo FC, well, they also play in the Nisa Nation League. Got a couple of teams like Lobos FC, Temecula FC, ASLA, and POC FC, located in Tijuana, Mexico. And they also play against Real Ensenada FC. Providing programs for all age groups here in the San Juan Capistrano area. And head coach Pete Carey, no stranger here to the San Juan Capistrano area. Certainly has been around current under the helm of the J. Sarah boys soccer team head coach. And flag's going to be thrown up there. Don't blame FC Tucson for trying to get creative. Saw one white jersey a little too alone deep in the pitch. An easy wave of the flag by the linesman. Head coach Pete Carey has certainly been around the block and has been very familiar with the game of soccer. He's been the San Juan Soccer League coach, also the Chivas USA Academy coach. Also spent some time with Capistrano Valley Christian High School. was the girls varsity head coach. Capistrano Valley High School coached boys soccer as well. Spent some time with the California Premier League and Capo FC, which was developed and founded 2006 to present. Director and the founder here for Capo FC. Also spent some time in the community college scene, coaching some of the up-and-coming college players in Irvine Valley College as an assistant coach for both the men's and the women's programs. He's very knowledgeable in both the men's and women's aspect of the game. Also coached in San Juan Hills High School, was the head varsity coach. And also for 3 years with St. Margaret's as the head varsity coach and upper school student dean there with St. Margaret's. Flying up at the pitch, that is Ramos Mota. He runs out of room and it results in a goal kick. Casper Moles will be responsible for that. 43rd minute of the match. Capo FC doing what they can to hang on to the 1-0 lead. Evany Ramos Mota putting a lot of miles in this match. Has been all over the place. Definitely this forward crew of the night, and Evany Ramos Mota, Parker Scalzo, and Julian Anaya. They have all been in the action inside of the 18-yard box. Nice through ball here, looking for Brendan Clark. 1v1 here, and they boot that one out, and they'll say throw-in going the other way here for Capo FC. A brilliant play there by the defenders for Capo FC. That one did nick the defender, Brendan Clark, who has been playing the ball rather deep in the pitch. Playing away from his mark, away from Davila Cervantes, or I beg your pardon, and Costa, Lopez, and Slingsby. Trying to get a high cross, easily handled by Capo FC. Still not out of the woods just yet. There it is, able to do their job that time around. Race for the ball, looking for Anaya, back to FC Tucson. Get rid of that one, gets through one man, and some nice little maneuvers there by Mathis St. Louis. Here comes Seagal, long through ball, looking for Parker Scalzo. 1v1, Scalzo trying to fight. A smart play here for FC Tucson, letting that one roll and not allowing Scalzo to no longer touch the ball and keep that one in. He was all alone in that left wing. Not a whole lot you can do. Just looking for some additional help to come in. Of course, looking for Ramos Mota and Julian Anaya. There's the pressure. Sergio Montes putting some pressure. They'll say whistle going against Capo FC. Eighth free kick for FC Tucson. They go short to Clark. Dumping this one inside of the 18-yard box. Nobody. And the other end of it was looking for Julian Madrigal. Just a little too much on it. And I mean, I wouldn't have been upset if Brendan Clark, with all of the space and all of the room he could have worked with, he could have kept moving forward, gotten even closer inside of the 18-yard box and see his options inside of that area. So now FC Tucson trying to establish a possession through ball. Capo FC hanging on to it just a little bit too long, and they are able to boot that one out, and Clark will play that one quick. Quick throw in. And here they come, still loose ball. FC Tucson doing what they can to hang on to it. Going to that left corner, 1v1, and they're going to say a goal kick. Mishandled there by FC Tucson. Antino Lopez pushed himself into that left corner and got himself into some trouble. Didn't have anybody to sling the ball to. We are officially 1.5 minutes in to extra time. We'll see how much longer the officials will play this one through. Possibly 2, maybe even 3 minutes of extra time here, and seeing a player of each team's here as a set piece coming up for Capo FC. This one right at midfield at the 50-yard line. Possibly could be looking at the last play of the first half. Danny Segal, where will he go? Decides to dump this one on the right wing, looking for Anaya. Finding Anaya, trying to get through his mark. And the whistle, it will blow, and the first half is in the books. Capo FC will go into the locker room with a 1-0 lead. All thanks to Heavenly Ramos Mota with the goal in the 4th minute of the match. Well, Capo FC going into the locker room, they're going to need to be mindful of the 3 yellow cards going into this one, and certainly have to keep their tempers here at an all-time low. I am Alex Nebeca, stepping aside here for halftime. 1-0 Capo FC as you're watching 11 Sports via TV Max.
For FC Tucson. Goalkeeper for Capo FC, number 1, Nate King.
And welcome back inside at J. Sarah High School here in the Lion's Den. Alex Nevek with you all. Pleasure to be a part of your Friday night, wherever you may be. As it will be FC Tucson. I'll be over the ball, and it will be FC Tucson. See what's in store here for their first touch. Down in the count here, 1-0, all thanks to Heavenly Ramos Mota, scoring the lone goal of the match in the 4th minute. This looks rather good here for FC Tucson, getting inside of the 18-yard box, but it is Capistrano FC that will boot that one away, and it results in a throw-in here for FC Tucson. FC Tucson in danger of losing their last two matches. In danger of losing that win streak. And as far as Capo FC, well, they're trying to get a win streak going of their own here in this match. So here comes the first touch for Lucas Slavic. See, and trying to place the ball. A good spot here with FC Tucson, as we mentioned it before, coming in 3rd of the USL League Two Southwest Division, right behind Redlands FC and Ventura County Fusions. Coming in with 8 points, 2, 1, and 2. And I mean, the 2 draws that FC Tucson got in the beginning of the season, well, fortunate thing about that is they got 2 draws while they were on the road. And always a plus when you are the road team and able to at least get some points while on the road. Of course, home matches, got to win those. That's a given. But it's always tough to play away from home. The first 2 matches at Whittier College, home for the Seahorses soccer. This one looking pretty good here for FC Tucson. And it results in a goal kick for Lucas Slavic. So playing against Redlands FC and Arizona Arsenal. First goal of the season, the 45th minute by Mathis St. Louis against Redlands. Then the match against Arizona Arsenal SC, also Mathis St. Louis, and Vilius Labutis. Labutis, haven't really said his name all that much here in this match. FC Tucson just in that first half, well, they certainly got some good looks, blown opportunities, and Capo FC, same results. They have had their opportunities to come in to score, and of course trying to elaborate more on that 1-0 lead. Looking for the cross, was essentially looking for Georgie Camaras, and a little too much for Georgie Camaras to handle. Try to come up with a deep through ball. A couple of touches already here early on by Lucas Slavic. As for Capo FC, with their 4 points of the season, seeing themselves in the 6th of the Southwest Division. Four points. 1, 4, and 1 here for Capo FC. Truly looking for a way to win this one and to focus on the next match tomorrow against Arizona Arsenal SC. Should they be able to win tonight's match? And if they can win tomorrow night's match, will they be making great progress and hanging on with SoCal Seahorses, currently sitting fourth in the standings, and FC Tucson sitting third. A sight you don't like to see here with Brendan Clark, who was slow to get up, is finally back on his feet, but getting attended by the physio. Getting escorted off the pitch. See if he's going to be coming back in.
28, Eli Armstrong.
So here's a new face. We see Jose Montes de Oca coming back onto the pitch. Made his time worthwhile on a Wednesday's match. Came in with the go-ahead goal. The go-ahead goal came in the 89th minute of the match. Beautiful set piece. He would have banded inside of the 18-yard box. Through ball looking for Heavenly Ramos Mota. And a corner is coming up here. Only the second one here for Capo FC. Looks like the captain, Danny Segal. So Segal is going to be over the ball right here in the corner kick. Putting this one up. FC Tucson, great poise. Poking that one out. Trying to push that one back in. FC Tucson, now here they come, looking for some additional pieces. Quick counterattack flying up the pitch. A little bit of a tough pass that time around. Trying to find some room to work with. Camaras could not get around his defender. Like to see FC Tucson slow down the match a little bit more, play more of their style here in this match. It's been all Capo FC, this one going the other way. So far, it really has been Capistrano FC here in this match, just playing their style, playing at their pace. Jenkins trying to drop the bomb on the other side of the pitch. Loose ball, who wants it? Trying to kick this one. This one stays in bounds, and that time around I think this is going to be a throw-in here for FC Tucson. They play this one quick. It's a 3-on-2. Now on that left wing, looking for some additional help. Switching the pitch, up the middle, has some space, coming up, trying to bend it in, and that'll result in a goal kick. Just look at the action right there, trying to get that in the top left corner of the goalpost. Great work there for FC Tucson. Getting a shot off. Shot was actually off by Adrian Camacho coming off of the bench. Loose ball. Lucas Slavic waiting for the pressure to come all the way in as Camaras staying close. So that one loose. Capo FC trying to get a through ball. Race to the ball, trying to save down from going out. It's a goal kick. Casper Moles.
Goal kick coming for FC Tucson.
So earlier in the broadcast, we were talking about some of the outreach and some of the programs that both of these teams partake in their community outreach. FC Tucson have a program called Barrio to Barrio. Ball will go the other way. All about celebrating healthy communities. Always hosting events at home. They're at Aquino Sports Complex. Also having events at the Jacobs Park, along with Lincoln Regional Park as well. Have a couple of events that are going down this month. Of course, all for the kiddos, trying to get the next generation of futboleros. Here comes Camacho. The swing to the right wing. Still trying to hang on to it. 1v1. Trying to get a cross off. Gets a cross off, but Capo FC, a great read. Heading that one out. Still not out of the woods. Camacho still with the ball. Moving to his left. Trying to get up the middle. Coming up with the cross. There's a header. And just missing the mark again. FC Tucson getting creative with these shots. I mean, look at it right there. Cross, header, and again, just overcooked. And at some point, those opportunities are going to continue to build up. And they're going to come costly the later this match goes. With all due respect, Capo FC, well, they got to put better defensive work as well. One of those opportunities, it's going to fall in for FC Tucson, and that is going to be the difference maker of the match. And the big thing, hang on to the lead. That's a big one. And right now, a great start here for FC Tucson. They have been maintaining possession, through ball. Who wants it? Loose ball. Slavic will pick that one up. Wait for Camaras to try to come all the way to get it. Slavic bombing this one. Who wants it? Back to FC Tucson. They've been doing that all second half long. It's been a young second half, but right now it has been going in their favor. They right now have the advantage. Jenkins didn't exactly get that one out cleanly. FC Tucson, great takeaway here for Capo FC. They're still hanging around, out and about. Couple of passes here by the midfield players, trying to find some space. There's Camacho. He had some room for a quick second. Shut off of the Capo defense. Capo FC got to find a stop here. And Slavic. Big time save there by Lucas Slavic. Just take a look at that right there. Perfect execution by FC Tucson. A beautiful opportunity. But again, Lucas Slavic put a cape on the man already. He came in with a big-time save, and he's the reason why this match is still 1-0. Definitely going to be owed a couple of Gatorades here in this match if they're able to hang on to this score the way that it is. Braden Jenkins. Like to see Capo FC keep the ball here for a couple of minutes. Try to have some sort of progressive possession. Good coverage here for FC Tucson. Through ball, right wing, the cross. FC Tucson still doesn't clear. Camacho hitting that one back to his defenders. Loose ball. This could be costly. Now that one going back to FC Tucson. Not the smartest touches there for Capistrano FC. A lot of space to work with here for FC Tucson. There's Camacho once again. Weaves to his left. Finding some space. Nice little through ball, but Capo FC able to read that one well. Do find Scalzo. Scalzo, 2v1. This is tough. He needs some help. Find another man to swing it to here on the right side. Finding some space. Coming up with a shot. What a save.
Saved by Casper Moles.
Moles with a big-time save as well, matching his counterpart, Lucas Slavic, on a save. And that one just as big as the Slavic save. You keep the match 1-0 as opposed to being down 2-0. Just beautiful work here, finding the through ball. Look at all the space in the world. Why not? Pull the trigger and go.
Substitution for FC Tucson.
Capo FC now responding with a great possession of their own and a great shot on a goal as well. Here comes FC Tucson. There's the cross. Slavic gets a foot on it. Able to boot that one out of the 18-yard box. Staying here. Trying to make the most out of this touch. Easy one for Capistrano FC to hang on to it. Instead, they'll boot that one out, and it'll result in a throw-in. And look at it right here. And what a brilliant stop by Lucas Slavic. Breaking into a slide. And the slide was everything. Looking for a man to throw it here to. That's Jenkins. Trying to look for his man in Ramos Mota. Been rather silent here. They've been looking for the man Ramos Mota, but just hasn't been able to be open. They have had some tight coverage on the forward. Jenkins down on a knee, hanging on to that right, looks like ankle, maybe shin area. This one may look like he's going to really need some attention by the physio. He's going to run onto the pitch and a check up on the defender, Braden Jenkins, taking some contact while that ball was on its way out. It looks like they may be coming in with a sub to bring out Braden Jenkins. So at this moment, Capistrano FC 1-2-0 lead. Back to action with FC Tucson getting into the 18-yard box. Back to the right. Cross. Almost pushed in by Slavic. FC Tucson still trying to come up with it. And Slavic again. He is on top of all shots going his way. Just look at it here. Slinging it over to Camacho. Camacho coming up with a shot. Had no pressure around him. And even then, just wasn't able to come up with a shot. So a correction on the goalkeeper here, as Nate King is now the goalkeeper. Take a look at this replay here of this cross. Was trying to look for Ramos Mota. So through ball getting away from Capo from FC Tucson. And results in a goal kick here. I mean, just take a look at this here. Loose ball and all alone and just missing the mark once again. FC Tucson, been too many of those tonight. They have had some wide open shots. Still unable to make the most out of it. So all of those saves coming by Nate King doing the goalkeeping here. Still Another great finish to the first half for Lucas Slavic. Here's the cross. Stopped by Capo FC. Play on. FC Tucson. Gonna press the restart button instead. Take this possession slow. Camacho, little pass inside, down low, coming up with a shot up top. And FC Tucson putting their hands up, thought that maybe there could have been a foul inside of the 18-yard box. Coming up with that cross, and even then that shot right there should have sank in. Too many opportunities that Capo FC is permitting. A lot of close calls. Good move. There goes Ramos Mota. And the flag's going to go up. And the fans not very happy about that call either. Thought that would have been a good ball there for Ramos Mota. Once again, here comes FC Tucson. The help coming late here for Capo FC. The swing on the right side. Camacho coming up with a shot. And another good-looking shot for FC Tucson. Just setting things up perfectly. And again, it's another close call for Capo FC. Probably going to need as much help defensively as possible. Even then, Nate King can only do so much as the goalkeeper. Oh, and that looks a little ugly right there. That's Jose Montes de Oca taking the contact right in the back of the head right here. Taking it right there. Taking some contact in the back of the head. Gets up on his feet. No problems. Very promising sign. So this will be a set piece coming in here for Capo FC. At about the 44-yard line, trying to get down inside of the 18-yard box, and picked up by Casper Moles. That's the first quick look here for Capo FC in quite some time. Haven't had very many touches here in this second half. FC Tucson have hung on to possessions. Well done there for Capo FC. Results in booting that one out. Throwing in here for FC Tucson. Cross. A little too much on it. And this will be a throw-in. This is throw-in for the host, Capistrano FC. After today's contest, FC Tucson will head back home, and we'll have a match next Saturday, June 24th. It'll be Military Appreciation and First Responders Night for them. And all season long, they have had theme nights. When Capo FC was there at Keno North Stadium, it was Star Wars Night on June 3rd. Loose ball going to FC Tucson. Capistrano FC trying to keep the ball here instead of letting the ball go on the other side of the pitch. Let's keep it here for a couple of minutes. Right after the June 3rd match on Friday, June 9th. It was Pride Night there at Keno North Stadium. The pressure here for Capo FC. FC Tucson. Trying to come up with a good possession.
Goal kick coming for Capo FC.
Also having theme nights on Cinco de Mayo. Also a sensory night on Wednesday, May 10th. Teacher appreciation as well. In an exhibition match against Olympians FC. What a match that it was. Player in the reserves, Ethan Stevenson, had himself a 4-goal match. That is the most goals scored in a single match for FC Tucson. And seeing the contact right there. That's a tough fall for Capo FC. Tough fall for Ethan Stevenson as well in this match to try to put up some firepower onto the pitch. Hanging on to his right hip. We'll see how the addition of Ethan Stevenson is going to help out. Camacho. Space to work with. Left side. Comes up with a shot. King. There's another shot there by FC Tucson. Off of the rebound. And Nate King was able to read both shots. And look at this. Camacho finding space. Shoots off of the left. Look at that. A second chance opportunity for FC Tucson. And King has an answer for both times. What a match. Nate King comes off of the bench to start the second half of the match, and he has been doing an amazing job. Superb. Just leaving FC Tucson with a big goose egg on their side. Finding some space, shot, and that's going to result in a corner kick off of Capo FC. That's Antino Lopez, who was trying to weave his way through. We'll see where they go here with the corner. Stuff in the 18-yard box. Where will they go? Officials trying to separate it. Law in the pack. Tied down low. Trying to spread things out a little bit. Here we go. Whistle blown. To get this one off. Putting this one off. And this will result in a goal kick. Coming up for here for Nate King.
Goal kick from Capo FC.
Another stop here for Capo FC. And now it's been lopsided. First half definitely went in favor of Capo FC. Possessions and, of course, the score. And they really held on to the ball as much as possible. And, well, a couple of shoulder bumps there. And it is Danny Segal. He is officially in the books here. There's one shoulder bump. Segal sees that, gets a shoulder bump, and that's the one that the officials will see, as Segal getting his yellow in the 74th minute of the match. Fourth yellow card here for Capo FC. This match is very much still attainable here for FC Tucson. Don't want to lose your cool late in this match and give the advantage here to FC Tucson. And of course, this match has definitely leaned more into their favor with these amount of attacks that they have put together. It's been a great match for Nate King, rolling off of the bench. Great saves, great reads, great stops. Capo FC defenders as well, they have done their job. Getting a stop here. Disrupting the cross. Left wing. Here's a cross. Capo FC, they say no. Back to the drawing boards. Shot off of Capo FC defense here. And Nate King. Does he save it from and avoid a corner? Yes, he does. As Capo FC, they do have a player down and slow to get up. We'll be back in action here in San Juan Capistrano, California, here at J. Serra High School. It'll be Capo FC playing against Arsenal, Arizona. A 7 p.m. kickoff time here on 11 Sports via TVE Max. We'll be back in coverage and back in action tomorrow. 1 week where Capo FC will have 3 matches in 1 week. And the part of the season and trying to run it back with all of their opponents. That's either been a draw, it's been a loss. Trying to make the adjustments here in the second half through. As there's a long cross, trying to look for Stevenson. And Stevenson ends up losing the race to the ball. Ends up being Nate King over the ball. And Fizio is going to have to come back onto the pitch. Capo FC player down for the count. Little slow to get up here. I believe that's Dean Chong that is slow to get up here for Capo FC. Can't quite get a number. The time will continue to tick. We've seen a couple of players for Capo FC hit the deck here in this match. So correction, that is Etico Loya. He's being escorted off of the pitch. That's gonna be that for him. Comes FC Tucson, rushing to the occasion on the right wing. 2v1, kind of hard to be able to split the defenders. And a corner, add another one to the collection here for FC Tucson. Continuously digging and looking for these opportunities. They have had some great looking opportunities. Header, and that will sail away from a King and it results in a goal kick. Just looking just right there. Very many overcooked shots. And now we have a substitution. The 15-year-old Jared Perez checking in. Will be looking to finish up this match. 15 years of age. Very young, 1'5". The young quinceañero here in this match. We'll see what is going to be in store here for him. Keep an eye out on the 88s on the pitch. Switching things up, looking for Camacho there, all alone. As Mota's going to have to come up to the occasion. Gets to one man, comes up with the cross, and just overcooking the shot. That was Vilius Labutis. Look, through ball. Labutis. And again, just overdoing it there on the shots. Just getting under the ball and not getting the quality shots that FC Tucson has really been looking for all match long. They're just missing the finishing touch. They're doing everything else right, getting there, setting up the pieces right. But when it comes down to getting the ball in the back of the net, well, it has been a tough task. I mean, partly because Nate King has been doing a job well done there, coming up with a cross, trying to find it there, and Nate King saving that one from going out. What was going to look like a corner kick for FC Tucson, preserving it.
Ball's here by Nate King.
And once again, I mean, just take a look at this play right here. Through ball, and you see Nate King spring into action, keeping that one from going out. And trying to get the ball back to Capo FC's offensive crew. It has just been all FC Tucson on the offensive end. Here they are playing some pressure, getting that one down low. Trying to find Stevenson down low. Here in the 82nd minute of the match. And FC Tucson surely going to have their urgency go up as Capistrano FC almost having to hold their breath that time. Almost thought that maybe a whistle was going to be blown in there in the 18-yard box. Here's another player down here for Capo FC. That is Jose Montes de Oca, a.k.a. Chila. Nickname for him on the team. Really going to have to come down to how much does Capistrano FC burn. You have to burn as much time as possible here in the match. Getting this one up. Trying to fight for the ball. Back over to FC Tucson. Time is of the essence. Trying to boot this one away. But FC Tucson, quick throw in. Where they go? Going with the right wing. Giving it over to Stevenson. Stevenson. On the right wing. And a whistle. And this is going against Capo FC. So the placement's going to be everything there. And this is going to result in a penalty. That one just was able to get into the 18-yard box. So Adrian Camacho will be over the ball here for this PK. Wasn't quite sure if they fouled him in the box or not. So here we go. It's Camacho and King. And it's a goal. Camacho. A huge mistake here for Capo FC. Fouling inside of the box. And now FC Tucson has just evened up the score right there. King guessed left. Well, he got right. So now the urgency is going to go up for both of these teams. Reaching the 84th minute of the match. And at some point, you almost got a sense that FC Tucson was going to score a goal with the amount of attacks that they have put together here in this match. At some point, one of them has got to go to the back of the net. safe. It's like a free kick. Almost thought that it was a throw-in. You can see that FC Tucson's urgency is certainly playing rather high here in this one, limiting the amount of Capo FC touches in the remaining minutes of the match. Here they go, a through ball inside of the 18-yard box. Coming up with a shot! Doesn't miss by a whole lot! A huge sigh of relief here for Capo FC. And again, FC Tucson throwing everything that they have here in this one. Corner kick. Trying to save this one from going out. It is out of the box, but FC Tucson still over the ball. And they say it's a whistle and a foul going against Capo FC. A yellow going to be charged. So that yellow could be charged to JP Perez, the 15-year-old, the quinceañero here in this match. Getting charged with his first yellow here in the match, and we have seen many yellow cards here in the match already. And 5 yellow cards in a total. You're seeing both teams really get into it. And literally battling for the ball. They go short. Rejection there for Capo FC. Now FC Tucson, Camacho going with a throw-in. The through ball down low, getting that one headed out by Capo FC. Great work down low. And FC Tucson trying to keep the ball here on the Capo FC side of the pitch. Coming up with a shot, saved by King. Still not out of the woods just yet. It's out of the 18-yard box. Play on. And handball. There's got to be some handball there. The whistle wasn't blown the first time. And there we go. And a call now going in favor of Capistrano FC. Pretty surprised that there wasn't a yellow that was charged there against FC Tucson. There's Camacho weaving through the Capo FC defense. Now the help starting to come in. Got to play on. No whistle blown. Officials not blowing the whistle very much here. Some fighting there by Scalzo. They even said play on to that. No, there was a whistle on that. As FC Tucson choose to play it quick. Throw in, cross, rejection by Cervantes. See what's in store here. Now that we have 1 minute remaining of play. Here's Jose Montes de Oca, threw a ball, Scalzo all by himself, and just couldn't save that from going out. Would have been a nice little touch there for Scalzo, but again, going all alone is no good. There's no use to that. Seeing the PK once again, the equalizer of the match. That one done by Adrian Camacho. We've seen a total of 5 yellow cards in the match. And the very first goal of the match came in the 4th minute by Heavenly Ramos Mota. only seen those 2 goals, and really has both of them have been just as important as the other one here in this one. Alex Naveja with you all. Pleasure to be a part of your Friday night, wherever you may be. Once again, we'll be back here at San Juan Capistrano, California, the Lions Den. It'll be Arizona Arsenal SC taking on against Capo FC. Kickoff time will be at 7 o'clock here on 11 Sports via TVE Max. We'll be all over the coverage tomorrow. Physio trying to do what he can. And we can confirm that it is Hevany Ramos Mota that is down for the count. We have reached the 90th minute of the match. Didn't see very many.
FC Tucson.
Didn't see very many minutes to be put on the first half, as there is a yellow card that is given here to FC Tucson. That is Marco Costa that is charged with the yellow card here in the 90th minute. And they will be assisting Hevany Ramos Mota off of the pitch. We'll surely be seeing Capo FC down a man here. So at this moment, it is 10v11. We'll see how FC Tucson takes advantage of it. Throw in here for FC Tucson. And you're really hoping that Ramos Mota isn't out for too long. They're going to need all hands on deck for all of these stops. Loose ball and a whistle. Going to be blown down low here on FC Tucson. And I think at this point, FC Tucson, they're going to do everything that they can to try to score that go-ahead goal late in the match. And here's a great sign. And Hevany Ramos Mota, he's A-OK. Back onto the pitch, no problems. And as far as for Capo FC, well, they're going to have to do everything they can to try to finish up this match the way that it is at this moment. Of course, if there's an opportunity that should arise, should be able to come up with a score late in the match just like they did on Wednesday against the Seahorses. FC Tucson making the most out of the clock. There should be plenty of clock here in extra time. And loose ball, and that's off of the side of the netting there for FC Tucson. Very much hoping for a look that time around, as Nate King is going to hang on to it for a little longer. See exactly where he's going to go here with this set piece. So first half, all Capo FC. Second half, all FC Tucson, as they were able to find themselves evening up the score on the PK by Adrian Camacho. As the youngster Perez trying to linger with the ball just a little longer even after the whistle. Swooping up to the occasion, but the flag will go up. Offsides here by FC Tucson.
Offsides call, free kick for Capo FC.
Bombing this one away. FC Tucson recuperating well. They're back to the Capistrano FC side of the pitch. On the right wing, there's the cross. Trying to get this one up. Preserving that from going up. Nate King reading that one all the way, but it is Capo FC's defense. They do the job. Backing up Nate King all around on that play. And that's going the other way in favor of Capo FC. Just great defense here for Capistrano FC. Just got to hang on just a little longer. The 95th minute, with the amount of times that Capo FC players hit the deck here. Not surprised to see maybe even 6 minutes here in extra time. Trying to set this one up, going into the box, 1v1, lets that one loose. There's a shot. Scalzo wasn't able to get the right shot off. Trying to get through his mark. Great coverage, Scalzo, and he is going to be called on the whistle. Here comes FC Tucson, a plethora of space here on the right flanks. Camacho flings out over to his right side. Has a lot of space with a cross that didn't go off right to get a shot off there for FC Tucson. Stevenson missed an opportunity there that time. Here comes a corner kick for FC Tucson. Rushing for a possible last score of the match. And Capo FC trying to keep things the way they are now. Great work here by the defenders. FC Tucson been easily weaving their way left and right all over the Capo FC defense, and there's a shot. Not exactly the best of quality shots there for FC Tucson. I mean, that was what the first half looked like, just throwing up shots left and right, and came up empty. Curious to know how much longer, how much more time are they going to put on the clock here? This one being the 97th minute of the match. This should be the final minute. Montes de Oca put up with a shot, but straight to the hands of Casper Moles. Easy one for Moles to handle. Was trying to set things up perfectly. Had a great looking cross, but the finishing blow, nobody there to finish the job. Has been the story of FC Tucson all match long. Finishing touches. There's a cross. Trying to set this one up. Header. And that one is off of the uprights. So it's in a goal kick. Nate King. Trying to burn as much clock as possible. Putting this one up. Looking for Segal. They're around that right flanks. Whistle from behind there from Jose Montes de Oca. There is Costa. Looking for that set piece. Looking for Stevenson. Stevenson trying to set him up all match long. As Moles booting that one out. Throw in. Capo FC. Plays that one quick. Back over to FC Tucson. Trying to hang on to it. Back to Capo FC. That one from the right at midfield. Trying to finish things up here. And that's going to do it, folks. That's the final whistle. And this one will result in a 1-1 draw. Well, first goal of the match went in favor of Hevany Ramos Mota in the 4th minute of the match. And the equalizer of this one went off of the foot of Adrian Camacho. And that one went in for a penalty kick to finish up the match 1-1. In the first half, that went in favor of Capo FC. Second half went in favor of FC Tucson. Had plenty of looks, and they were only able to get a goal here in this one. Next match here on the docket here for Capo FC. We'll be back into action